Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you to those who are supporting this platform. And this is the only way you can support Kakasungura, by clicking the subscribe button and remember to turn on your notification bell. I want to send information to all the young people out there who are planning to peacefully hold demonstrations tomorrow. I do not know why the government is scared of its own children. A father is scared of his own children he gave birth to. You sire children and they scare you. How will you be a competent father? Now, the Gen Z, even if we stop the maandamano here, we have brought massive reforms in government and in churches. But there is no retreat, there is no surrender. Freedom is today and never tomorrow. Freedom is not even today, it is now and never tomorrow. Listen, young people. You are a force to reckon in the Republic of Kenya. You have taught nations lessons. The church had been captured by the state. Every Sunday, they hold Thanksgiving services. So are you telling me that God has never received their prayers since they took power? What are they thanking God for all these years that God has never had? If it's their win, the Thanksgiving, one Thanksgiving service is enough to tell God thank you. These guys had captured the church to run their political campaigns. The young generation is bringing reforms. Even God is extremely happy. I want to assure you, even God is with you in these demonstrations. The pulpit had already been contaminated. The altars had already been defiled. The young people are bringing restoration in our churches. This weekend, if you are very careful, pastors want to also get away from the bad history they have created. Politicians who have joined churches over the weekend have been told never ever to speak politics. Even yesterday in Nyahururu, the ACK Bishop Sapit was very categorical to Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. He told him, please, with all due respect, do not invite any politician on stage. Just invite the president. And the president was told, when you come, don't speak politics. We must rise up as a young generation to defend the church. If the millennials and others have refused to restore the sanity in our political space and in our churches, this is the time to stand up and bring sanity in God's church. And I'm sure God is going to fight with you until the end. I am happy that now pastors are also rejecting politicians. After supporting the politicians for a whole year, after campaigning for the politicians, after using God's sanctuary to allow politicians to campaign, the young people have said, if you continue to do so, we are occupying those churches by force, by fire. So pastors wameogopa. If we continue this way, we are also going to be caned. Najua ni viboko. When Jesus Christ went into the temple, you know Jesus Christ was a young man. So when he went into the temple and found old people are trading in God's sanctuary, they were buying and selling in God's temple. The young man, Jesus, got annoyed. He couldn't stomach the nonsense anymore. What he did, alitafuta nyaunyo. Aliwatandika and he checked them out of God's house. This is exactly what the young people in the Republic of Kenya are doing. Tafuta nyaunyo out of the church. If someone wants to play politics, let him organize a meeting somewhere in a stadium and not in the church. So the powerful young people have revolutionized on how people have been viewing politics. People think a politician is all powerful than the people who elected them. As I've been saying, Article 1 of our Constitution gives us the power, sovereignty of the people. Power, it's not even power. It says all power belongs to the people. So all the power in the Republic of Kenya is not vested on the president. All the power in the Republic of Kenya is not vested on members of parliament. All the power is vested upon the people of the Republic of Kenya. They are the people to decide. Now, tomorrow young people are moving onto the streets. I want to tell you this. And these demos have confused politicians because even their own children are on the streets. It has, for a long time, tumejua, for a long time, people have been saying Raila is using other people's children for maandamano. Raila is misusing other people's children. And the Kenya Kwanza government has been telling Raila, if you are serious, bring your kids on the streets. If Kenya Kwanza politicians are serious, let their kids also join. This time round, the revolution which knows no tribe, the revolution which knows no religion, the revolution that knows no counties, even the sons of the politicians are today joining the demos. Don't be surprised to see Ruto's son in those demos. Don't be surprised. Ole Sapid said yesterday, when he was on his way from I don't know, vaccinating or his animals, when they reached Narok, his young boy jumped out of the vehicle and the boy said, I am joining my colleagues to liberate this country. Kaka, those who've been following me know what I stand for. When others were compromised, I stood firm in this platform and said, and these are the words I said, it doesn't matter how long, it doesn't matter the years it will take, but I believe as a young man, one morning, one day, one evening, we will achieve electoral justice. That is what I said. Those who follow me from the word go, you know what I stand for. I am a young man who believes in fairness. I'm a young man who believes in true justice. I'm a young man who believes in true democracy. We are not backing down. Their intimidation cannot work. And I want to tell the young people, as we occupy parliament tomorrow, as we occupy the streets from today, any church that is going to host politicians, write its name down. We shall occupy that church too. Any church in the Republic of Kenya. If politicians want to worship, go to church, sit, let the preacher preach, give your offering, go home. The time for politicking in church is over. And we are warning pastors. I have been warning you, but let me repeat to warn you. If by any chance you are going to allow politicians in church, I swear before God, who is also angry at you, I swear, we shall occupy your church. And when we occupy your church, you know the results. We won't take it lightly. As a young people, we can't sit. We watch you defile God's sanctuary. We can't sit to see you defile God's temple. We have said no, and it will not work. If politicians want to politic, wakwende, watafute kanisa lao, wapige siasa pale. And that is final. As I finish, no one, absolutely no one, is going to sit with the wrong government. If they want to sit with us, reject, do not amend the finance bill. Chukua your finance bill, weka kwa choo. If that happens, we shall then think of seeing how we can engage you. And we will not only engage you. After you throw the finance bill, the next step is politicians who are in office right now who voted yes and others resign and go home. If you don't resign, we shall occupy your offices. And when we occupy your office, you know the result. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.